Welcome back to NCC News. I'm Erika Wachter with your Sports Fix. Let's get to it.
It's no secret just how fired up South Jersey is, and the best part about Char on the Isle is the opportunity for Flyers fans to meet both present and future stars.
So it seems Andy Reid doesn't have a lot of answers, but the fans certainly had one of their own. They could clearly be heard chanting "Fire Andy" and "Reid must go" in the fourth quarter.
How sweet it is, the Syracuse Orange are gearing up for tomorrow's Sweet 16 matchup against the Wisconsin Badgers. It's their third Sweet 16 appearance in the last 4 years. But after last year's early exit, the Orange are hoping to get back to their winning ways. SU is coming off a thrilling win over Kansas State after struggling in their first tournament game against UNC Asheville. Wisconsin is fresh off its own wins against Montana and Vanderbilt. Orange players and coaches talked today about playing the tough Badgers defense, which is ranked #1 in the nation.
Athletes have been working hard all year. That's basically their audition to some of these awards that are up for grabs tonight. But a lot of work is going on behind the scenes still, and tonight it's all coming together. 2012 Youth Awards are finally here. As you see, the athletes are all coming in, the music's playing, and everyone is dressed in their Syracuse best.
But hits like these are keeping the NHL very busy. The playoffs have been filled with dirty plays that have garnered many suspensions. And as for that hit I just showed you, according to league officials, Torres is certainly going to see a lengthy suspension.
It's been a magical ride through the postseason so far for the Flyers, and South Jersey is enjoying every minute of it. Now, it's not too hard to recognize Flyer fans around the area. While some are sporting the trademark black and orange, others are showing their allegiance on their face.
Earlier today, West Virginia and UConn faced off to see who'd play the Cuse. Mountaineers led the Huskies for most of the game, sometimes by 10 points.
So while the fluke goal led to frustration in the locker room for the team, Captain Danny Califf said if the team continues to minimize shot opportunities like they did today, wins will come for the Union. It's a sport that so often goes unnoticed, but on the SU Hill, the women's tennis team is breaking into the national picture, earning a national ranking at number 57. I caught up with one athlete to learn the secret to her success. And I'm Erika Wachter. Coming up later in the show, I'll give you a live game update and also talk to one of SU's biggest fans.
I'm down here on the field with Shannon Taylor, a 2008 graduate from Syracuse University and also a current member of the U.S. national team. Shannon, you're fresh off the victory against the #1 team in the world, Argentina. You scored in the championship game. What does it feel like to represent your country, and how did that game feel?
It feels amazing to be able to represent the country, but more importantly,
With no Michael Vick, no Jeremy Macklin, and a depleted secondary, the Eagles will face long odds if they want to defeat Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Keep in mind that neither Tom Brady nor Bill Belichick have ever lost to the Eagles.
It's Thursday, so of course the putting green behind me is crowded. The pro-ams are over. Most of the golfers have a practice round in the books, and so all that's left now is for them to put the tee in the ground and light it up tomorrow.
Now the softball game, SU just batted in another home run and they lead the game 8-0. But all that success on the field also has some benefits off the field.
Perhaps the biggest challenge so far for Jaworski and his son is to get the word out this course is open for public play.
Syracuse is doing a really good job of transferring the ball and using the entire width of the field, which is getting Villanova in quite the running game, having to run side to side to side.
For Villanova.
And you see they are utilizing that big ball a lot coming out of the backfield, and that is because of the surface that they usually play on. They need that big ball to advance it.
The Knicks were on fire. J.R. Smith hits one of his 7 threes in the first half. He had a tied team record with that stat, but he wasn't the only hot shooter of the night. Melo makes the assist to Novak, and he sinks the 3. He had 8 of them en route to his career-high 25 points. Third quarter now, Knicks up by 15, but it's up to Paul Pierce. The win isn't going to come that easy. He drives and makes the slam. He led all scorers with 43 points. Fourth quarter now, the SU star, Carmelo Anthony, has the ball and makes the drive and gets the roll on the layup. He finished with a triple-double, 35 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists. Novak closes the game out with yet another 3, and the Knicks win big, 118-110. Now with the NBA season nearing its end, the real question is, are you ready for some football? And no, I'm not talking about that NFL draft that's right around the corner. Last night, the NFL released this season's schedule. I had the opportunity to sit down with former SU defensive end Chandler Jones. He recently competed at the NFL Combine, and he gave me a personal look at how he's gotten to where he is today.
Growing up was fun, especially when both of my brothers me being the younger brother. You know, I wasn't really allowed to do everything they were since they were older, but we're very competitive.
Competing with that desire to outdo his brothers, Jones, a three-sport varsity athlete, seemed to excel at almost everything.
I didn't really have offers for basketball coming out of high school doing it, and as I got older, I just started being around football even more.
That's why when it came time to choosing a college, he followed in his brother's footsteps.
My brother Arthur, he played for Syracuse, and I saw that, and that's the reason why I came here. I had the opportunity to play with Art, and I love it here in Syracuse, the fans, and that's another reason why I came here, just the atmosphere.
Now fast forward 4 years. After a stellar career on the field, Jones left one semester early and put all of his focus on training for a shot at the NFL.
I got a chance to get away and did a lot of thinking, and I stayed in Florida, and all my numbers went up, and I was very excited.
After 2 months of training with other elite players and staff, Jones finally had the chance to show off his talent and hard work. He was invited to the NFL Combine.
Being out there in the field was fun, and I definitely had a great time. It was a fun experience.
While his tenacity on the field got him noticed, it was his positive and contagious personality that really got scouts interested.
After every interview, every scout and coach told me that I did a great job.
He did so great that 20 teams were interested and invited him to private workouts.
I fly out there and see their facility and meet actually more people that's deeper in the board.
After that, it's just waiting to hear his name called at the NFL Draft.
We'll have another chance to impress scouts tomorrow right here at the Manly Turf at SU's Pro Day. Reporting from Manly Fieldhouse, Erika Wachter, NCC Sports.
Missed plays on defense. Missed catches on offense. All-around missed opportunities seem to plague the Eagles Sunday against the New England Patriots. Tom Brady tore apart the depleted Eagles secondary en route to a 38-20 victory. As the Eagles fell to 4-7, everyone is asking why the Dream Team isn't always showing up.
If I could answer that, I'd end it, right? So you keep working the fundamentals and the things that you know are right, and then that's how you go about it.
So it seems Andy Reid doesn't have a lot of answers, but the fans certainly had one of their own. They could clearly be heard chanting "Fire Andy" and "Reid must go" in the fourth quarter.
You really don't hear much down there, so I didn't hear it. But the way we played, I can understand it.
Yeah, you heard it. Everybody heard it. The whole stadium was chanting it.
We don't really worry about what the fans are saying or the media. We just try to keep it all in here, and we can't really worry about what everybody's saying, because then it'll take us all out of whack.
But the one thing the Eagles will need to worry about is their on-field performance if they want to go undefeated the remainder of the season and have a shot at making the playoffs. Erika Wachter, NCC News.